Hello everybody, this is Val with This Is How You Do It. And I'm going to saute some mushrooms. Now if you have a bunch of mushrooms sitting around the house and you be like, dog, what I'm going to do with these mushrooms? They're going to go bad, or I'm going to freeze them, and then I still got a bunch of mushrooms and I don't know what to do with them. So what you can do is oil your pan with some butter or some oil. Let's see. Put it back here since it didn't want to act right. Put a little oil in your pan, saute your mushrooms. When you say saute mushrooms, Val, what you mean? Just put your mushrooms in here, season them, let them cook. If you want to, you can throw some red wine, vinegar, or whatever in them to season them to your taste. And that's what we're going to do. I have some mushrooms here that I put away in the freezer, and it's a big bag of them. So that's what I'm going to do. Let me get my skillet prepared. I decided to just spray my pan down real good because I had this in the cabinet. I just sprayed the pan down real good, put the mushrooms in it. I'm going to season them with the seasoning that I have in the cabinet. Now, when it comes to seasoning, I think you should season your vegetables to your taste. What you like and what you have. Taste them in between cooking to see if that's the taste that you want. Well, you say, Val, if you're making mushroom soup, shouldn't it be done exactly the way people make mushroom soup? Well, if that's the way you want to do it, you need to be looking at another recipe. Val cooking is what I tell you how to use what you have in the kitchen, what normal people have in the kitchen. This is not a gourmet chef recipe that we go on around and we chopping fresh this and fresh that. You could even chop up an onion and cook it in here. I mean, that's kind of up to you. You feel me? Saute you some finely crushed onions. What the seasoning I'm putting in here, which I'm not really showing you, I'm just showing you how I got seasoning out my cabinet, and I'm just going through it. Some of it is onion powder, garlic powder, black pepper, whatever you got. Just use it to season your mushrooms. Now, it's going to come a time where these old fancy people going to come over here and say, Val, you supposed to saute that with some, cook it down real good with some red wine vinegar and all of that good stuff. Well, Val, I ain't got no red wine vinegar, so Val going to do what Val do to make this soup so she can eat it. And you also can use flour to thicken your agent when you get ready to put your cream in it. And I don't have cream, I'm just going to use milk. Thank you. And then we're going to still have some cream, a mushroom soup, and I'm going to taste it till I get it to the point that I like it. And I'm just showing you something to do. If you got a whole bunch of mushrooms sitting around, your family don't know what to eat, you got something like this in your refrigerator, and you say, that's not a meal, I got to put this in a salad, I got to put this maybe on some meat when I cook it. Mushroom soup is good. Try it. I'm stirring it in. As you can see, these mushrooms is making they're making their own juice. But I'm cooking it down. Now, when you make your liquid, you can use some chicken broth. You can use some chicken bouillon and mix it in some water, and that be your chicken broth. But I'm just saying, you can use what you have in your kitchen. And you let this stuff cook down. Let it cook down till the mushrooms are done. At this point, this is smelling so good. It is smelling so good. But I'm still going to let it cook a little bit longer before I put the broth in it, which I'm going to use chicken broth, and then I'm going to put the cream in it. I'm probably going to mix the cream with some flour to thicken it. I'm not really using cream, I'm using milk. But or I can use cornstarch to thicken it. And then when I put that in there, that's going to be my last step, so I can have that thickness of that white thick goodness. And then I'm going to taste it and make sure everything tastes just like I want it. This is the point where you would put your red wine vinegar in and then stir it and saute it a little bit more. Right now I'm putting some chicken broth in here, like chicken bouillon, mixed with water. You can buy you a container of chicken broth and fill it up with that if you want to. Let it cook some more with that flavoring in it. Let me see, can I taste my seasoning here and see what I think. I love the flavor of mushrooms. I'm not trying to kill the mushroom taste. It's seasoned real good. I can taste the garlic powder, garlic onion, and all of the green beautifulness. But all my herbs and spices are dry. So use what you have in the kitchen. This is starting to taste great. Now at this point, heavy cream. Don't have heavy cream, use milk. So your thickening agent, you can use cornstarch or flour. Usually flour is used mostly. But I'm going to pull some of this off here and take some of that flour and mix it in my milk. The flour is usually put directly into it. So I'm just going to do it this way to avoid lumps. Add the milk in there. Now I'm going to put some thickening. Just to mix that a little bit. Now if you have heavy cream, or you can run out and get you some heavy cream, that is what's recommended. Right now I'm going to let this cook down and simmer those lumpy flour bits out of it. And it's going to turn. The milk and the cream is what turn your mushroom, that white beautiful color that you're looking for when you make your mushroom soup. Now let this cook down. It needs to simmer. It needs to cook real slow. And then if you still want to put some of this in it, you can do both. I put more flour in it to thicken it. I just poured it right into it, because mixing it in the milk, it didn't give me enough flour to thicken my soup. So I poured the flour directly into it, and it's thickening better now. If you want that thick mushroom soup feel to it, add more flour. And if it gets too thick for you, add more chicken broth. It depends on the desired thickness that you want for your soup. My recipes are for the everyday cook. Now, like I said, if you want this to be looser, add more water with your bouillon to make you some more chicken broth. Or if you have some chicken broth, a can of chicken broth from the Dollar Tree or wherever, or a box of chicken broth, you add more of that to it. And if you want to make this look real fancy like some people do on some shows, you put a little chives in it or a little parsley just to dress it up and make it look pretty. Love mushrooms. It's perfect. I'm gonna cut it off. This is a done deal, y'all. Done deal. Get you some garlic bread and enjoy. Some crackers. Enjoy. Just by itself, nothing else. Enjoy. And this is available. This is how you do it. Easy cooking at home. Try to use the stuff you already have. Bye-bye now.